Yeah, got a couple things in my mind. A couple of things. Yeah.
Forever in my mind, only you. The pieces in my life go away with you.
Purchase your tracks.
Good friends turn to diamond seekers. Soon as they hear that vinyl coming out they speakers. I'm too depressed, but who the fuck cares? They only want first class, fuck bus fares. When a tear drops, they only stop and stare. When things get rough, everybody disappear. Yeah, my mama told me I should walk alone. There's only one spot for one king inside the throne. Laid up in my room, fuck it man, I'm in that mood. Smoke a pound of kush. Still in the same mood, still in the same hood, doing the same shit. These niggas only cool when they hire when you're rich. My nigga Tommy tell me why you ain't expected it. They should've respected it. Hating ain't gon' get them shit. I guess it goes both ways, don't it? Some of your friends for the benefits, others hate on it. I work my ass off so they can see the world, so they can live in peace, so they can have it all, so they ain't got up on their shit just to pay the rent. But I ain't a miracle, just an accident. Black hearse, come pick me up. Feeling like I drank too much. Fuck, I'm running out of luck, running out of patience, running on my last drop. He said he's coming for my soul. Meet me in the same spot.
Forever in my mind, only you. The pieces in my life go away with you.
Purchase your tracks.
Hold on, right
You
quick.
know, I'm about to say something that might make a lot of people mad, but I really don't care. A lot of the reason why there are robbings, there's killings, there are rapes, there are murders is because we do not protect ourselves. We walk around planet Earth cluelessly as if there are not people who are going through things and they might take advantage of you. If you are a woman and you are outside at midnight, you should have the mindset that there could be a cuckoo bird walking around who could harm you. So as a woman, stay in the house. Why are you outside? Like, America has programmed people to be victims. They have programmed people, oh, well, you are supposed to defend, you are supposed to depend on the police and nobody should be harming you. Baby, we live on earth. As a woman, don't be outside at certain times. As children, you don't go certain places. You need to have rules and regulations for yourself. And if you don't, there will be somebody who takes advantage of you and you cannot call, oh, well, I'm a victim. No, you knew that they were out there. So why did you allow it to happen?
Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to TMB with Monkey Man. That's talking monkey business with Monkey Man. And today I have a very special guest, Tatiana. What's up, girl?
Hey, what's up? What's up?
Nothing much. So I want you to tell the fans and the viewers a little bit about yourself, where you from, what you do, and what inspired you to do the YouTube clip.
Okay. Um, I'm Tatiana. I live very balanced. I live in the gray area. I don't believe in religion. I just have a relationship with the creator. I was raised in St. Cloud, Minnesota, born in Bastrop, Louisiana. So I was raised around a lot of Caucasian people. So I have a certain type of experience with them, which is why I say what I say and I feel how I feel because I've lived around them and I've done what they do. You know what I mean? And I've thought like the black people that felt like we were one with them. But once you leave that environment and you explore the world and you see the truth, you start to see what you need to do, and either you listen or you continue to go down that dark road. That makes sense.
Right, right, right. So, have you ever had any bad experiences with white people, or you just see the thing that they do to us as a black race as a whole, your inspiration for doing what you do?
When I have my conversations, people always ask me this. I didn't start having negative experiences with white people till I left Minnesota. I'm being honest. In St. Cloud, Minnesota, there wasn't a lot of race issues. Like, they minded their business. They did what they did. They didn't bother us. So I wasn't raised in an environment where there was issues with white people. Now, once I left the world and you grow up, you start to become conscious. You start to see the things that's going on, and then you leave your environment and you realize how some people truly are, and it comes to a point where you can't say, oh, well, some of y'all are good. You just have to remove yourself from all of them.
So, really, you seen the transition from the north to the south. It was a big difference in the
A
white
very
race.
big difference.
Right,
Oh,
right,
there's a very big difference. Up, like now, I live in Arizona. We plan on moving back to Minnesota. I'm not going to play with these people. Like, I'm not going to play with these white people. You're not going to talk to me crazy. In Minnesota, I never had no issue. Like, even when the stuff happened with the other black man, I knew personally it had to be something that they knew each other, because I never had that experience. And I'm not talking, oh, I love you. Y'all know how I feel about them. So I'm not going to lie for them. I never had that experience in Minnesota. So, which is why it's certain places with certain white people.
right, right, right. But I don't know. My cousin said I thought it was like. I thought it was more like, ain't there's a lot of interracial couples out there?
Yeah. So in Minnesota, there is a lot of interracial couples. There is. Um, but honestly, as a black woman, I believe any black man that is choosing a white woman, those are not the men that is really supposed to be with those true black women anyway. So it's not like I'm missing nothing. You know what I mean? Like, that's not the type of, like, black men who date white women, they have a certain mindset. They have a certain thought process that's not even gonna match with a black woman, which is why they over there in the first place. So if you're in Minnesota, you that shouldn't be even one of your issues, because that's just what it is. Because lots of white girls and they have benefits. But I also tell my brothers, hey, listen, go to Minnesota and find a white girl. Listen, I genuinely believe that. I believe as black people, we got to figure out a way and go about our way. And for black men, the white girls got the money in Minnesota, and they parents are raising these pure little white girls, and they go to school and they start dating black boys and they start having the kids, and now the black man's taken care of. You know what I mean? So I don't see nothing wrong with it, because it's not like it's harming me. When black women get mad about it, like, I don't believe in interracial dating, but it's not coming from a place of, oh, he doesn't want me. I'd be like, oh, okay, cool. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't hurt me, because I see it as a benefit for some black men. Because some
Right.
black men are not going to be able to handle black women because of how we've been raised and who we've been taught to be. So I understand it from both sides.
So do you feel like it's okay for a brother to give up on black women and start, because you know how, and we're gonna go into that in a few minutes. The way that black women are being raised, let me say this, the way that black women are being raised and taught today, do you think that's why black men are getting pushed to white women?
No, I believe the weak black men are being pushed to white women, because a real black man, he gonna be able to check that. You know what I mean? Like, you gonna be able to check that. She not gonna do it with you, and that's the issue. It's like the weak ones who have. There are some black men who's just gonna fall in that box that America has created, and they're not strong enough to fight against it. So those are gonna be the ones that fall over there and they go and do what they do and disrespect us. But the real black men who know who they are and they know what they want and they know their own power, they don't have no issue with that type of black woman. They can check that. She ain't gonna be yelling at him because she knows he's a good man. I'm about to shut my mouth and I'll sit here and not say nothing. That's why a lot of women don't want a real black man either. They want the new feminine black man too. That's part of the issue too with my black women. They don't really want a black man. They want a father.
Ooh, that's deep. That's deep. Cause see, I had seen where you had put this post up, like I just told you, you got so many haters, bro, and I ain't know that. I didn't know that because I really support your content because even though I don't know how old you is, but I'm 41. and I
I'm
learned
33.
from you. Huh?
I'm 33.
You 30, and I learned
I just
from you.
turned 33.
Okay, okay, that's cool. And I learned a lot from you, and it makes me look at my people a little bit different as far as what I need to do to better myself to help better the race. What do you see wrong with the black race today?
We are disconnected spiritually. Like black people
Mm,
have started to walk the white man's lifestyle when we have a certain black lifestyle, and that lifestyle is spiritual. And the white man lifestyle disconnects black people from that. So it's like black people are walking around unconscious and they think that they're conscious and they think that they're woke because they are aware that they're black and that they are aware that they come from Africa, but it's deeper than that. Because when you stop your growth at Africa, you're stopping your truth because nobody truly comes from Africa. We're born to the planet. You know what I mean? So it's like black people are limiting themselves to this human mindset when we're not humans. They are humans. God made them humans, but we're not humans. We're spiritual beings. Everybody is energy. Everybody is that because they're going to say, oh my God. But black people, we're on a whole different level of spirituality. You know what I mean? Like we're chosen for a specific reason. And
uh-huh.
based off of my healing and my growth, black people are here to learn self-love. And when black people learn self-love, that's when nobody else will be able to walk in our world and disrespect us how they do.
Mm,
Black people hate themselves. That's all that it is. But they don't, but they're not aware of it. Because they think white people have been able to manipulate our people to think loving ourselves is fighting against each other when that's the opposite. That's the whole opposite.
mm. So, where do you think the disconnection became? Where do you think it started?
Slavery. And
Mm,
then that too, it's like not all of us came from slavery. Some of us was already here. Like now, when the immigrants come over, certain people come over. You know what I mean? And they try to manipulate that, and then they built this system where, oh well, now y'all to integrate, right? So now we can pick out specific black people that we see as weak, and we can bring them into our world, and then they will turn against their own people. You know what I mean? And that is where the interjection came because there are some black people that want to be so comfortable and they want a certain lifestyle that but it goes back to unconsciousness too. It's like our black people are so unaware that they're letting their mind and their emotions lead them to material items that they're getting from the devil. You get what I'm saying? Like it's
right,
coming from the devil. So
right,
it's like there's certain black people that are willing to give up everything for that material item, and then those people are like an infection to our people. So then they birth kids who are unconscious, and then they teach it to their other kids, and then the next kids, and the next kids, and it's like a cycle. Nobody's becoming conscious. Then when people like me become conscious, it's like, well, what do you mean? You're wrong. You don't talk about. My grandma taught me this. You don't talk about. You're trying to be cool. You don't know. You don't know what you're. Y'all trying to tell me that I'm from Africa? I come through a whole person. How am I from Africa? I'm not from the ground. I come through a person. We're just born to the planet. Y'all are like you're more like black people go based off what America has taught them, and it's weird.
right. Man, and I'm glad you said. See, I'm gonna tell you, me and you got a lot in common when it comes to thinking. So, Afro American is what they gave us to identify us. So, or African American, Afro, whatever, and we become the believe it. So, all my life growing up, I've been hearing, and I just found out, and a lot of people say this, especially in the South, when you have high cheekbones, you Indian, you got Indian in your family,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm like, well, damn, I'm hearing this. So I found out I got a great grandma. She's dark skinned, but she come from a tribe called the Blackfoot Indians. Blackfoot Indians, which is a race, a tribe of Indians, or race of Indians that are dark skinned people. When I had my hair, when I used to have braids, my hair was not. If you look at an African, and I'm not talking down on any Africans that might be watching it or listening, but African hair is nappy and coarse. than a motherfucker. You see what I'm saying? Like they shit is real nappy on their head. Our hair is nappy, but it's thick and it's different. I don't see the comparison of African to us. You see what I'm saying? They got a different face shape. They got a different body feel than our race is.
See, even as you say that, all I'm seeing is like Indians and Native Americans already being here, and it's like the immigrants coming over, and for the white people to manipulate all of us, they just put us all into one box. So if you're
Right.
dark skinned, if you have any type of melanin, you all came from over there. No, we was already here.
We was
That's the
already
issue.
here.
We was already here. And then when white people say, well, your people sold us to sold y'all to us, so what does that mean? So you're trying to excuse your toxic behavior by using somebody else's negative behavior. I don't like y'all even more now.
Yeah. Cause okay, if I come to you, Tatiana, and I'm trying to sell you some chicken, you don't have to buy it. You see what I'm saying? If I'm trying to sell you a race of people, you don't have to buy it. Now you see, well, oh, we can use these niggas to do what we need them to do. You see what I'm saying? And that's the thing about it. And I think they put this follower spirit in us. Like you say, you woke up, you stopped following, you start going in your direction. What do you
That's the
think of
whole
the
point of us being here, though. Like, God sends us to earth so we can make a choice. Like, you're naturally going to be following people, but you're going to have to make a choice not to. Like, I can do whatever I want, but I'm making a choice not to do it. You know what I mean? Like, nobody's making choices. America has taught our people, not everybody, that you are not supposed to make a decision. You're supposed to just do whatever because you can do it. No, you're here to make choices. Like, you're here to make choices. Like, it doesn't make sense how I'm supposed to listen to white people who are trying to manipulate me. Like, you're trying to use a manipulative tool to keep me in a box. Like, y'all are evil. Like, right now, there are countries where people have to pay other people for their daughters to get married, but nobody says nothing about that. Nobody says nothing about that. Oh, but now that my people were trying to use their people to create a foundation or to create a way to create money, you could have just said, cool, I'm gonna give y'all the money. We don't want the people, but you bought them. So God
right?
just put you in a position to show how evil you are, because you had an opportunity to be a good person, but you didn't. That's like somebody has a child and they try to come sell you a child. So you're not a bad person because you buy the child. You just bought this whole child. You're evil. It doesn't matter what I bring to the table. It's up to you to buy it or not.
Right, right. And you said something. Oh, I say we are like in common because I don't do Catholic. I don't do no religion. I don't even believe I'm a Christian. I'm just a believer. You see what I'm saying? I'm just a believer. Do you feel like you're a Christian or you're just a believer?
No, so my grandparents raised me. My grandfather was a pastor of a Baptist church. um he's the reason why I even had a relationship with the creator. At first it was Jesus, God, that whole thing, but my grandfather always told me, Tatiana, God ultimately is going to lead you in the way that you are supposed to go. You don't follow nobody else's directions. My own pastor grandfather told me this, so I listened to that and I believed it. Personally, I believe religion are for unconscious beings who are not willing to go that extra mile. To be where I am,
Mm,
you have to jump off that ledge. You have to be perceived as a demon. But you're not gonna just tell me anything. I'm a question God. God showed me, and God showed me. God says you can either be a Christian, you can be whatever you choose to be. It's up to you, or you can be totally open, and I can lead you in whatever way that I want to lead you. And if you follow the Bible, to me and my experience, you are still unconscious and you're just not willing to follow your own individual plan, because every time you try, your mind freaks out and your mind tells you you're doing something wrong. And you've been told, whenever you feel that, that's the devil, when that's not the truth. And I didn't listen to that. You're not gonna like, my brain's not gonna make me feel like I'm doing something wrong because I'm questioning or because I want to find out the truth. You're like, you can't use fear to keep me in a box. Just can't. It don't
And
work for me.
That's what me. Okay, so my girl studied under the Hebrew Israelite thing, and what you're saying to a certain extent is like what they believe in, but she's so Americanized. Okay, so we had we bumping heads right now behind marriage. I feel like we married. She like, well, I need a piece of paper to say that we married. So I say, well, that's what the white man wants you to believe. You
And
see
that
what
lets me know that people are unconscious. So, like, whenever you have to go to the court system, you're doing things based off what your mind has been told is the way to go, but you're trying to
I'm
do it in a in a spiritual way, but you don't realize you're still doing it in that human way. You haven't fully disconnected. Because I respect the Hebrew Israelites a little bit more than the Muslims because they actually out there on the street. Respectfully, I really do. But even that, I feel like y'all still being too human because we're not humans. Like, we come through people. Like, the human part of us, yes, we're from the Hebrews and all that, but we are even more than that. We're just stars and dust. That's where I want our people to get. Like, okay, y'all get that we're from Africa. Y'all get that we're Hebrews. Cool. Now let's go a little bit further. We come through a whole person. You're not human. You know what I mean? So, like, I need my black people to get in their minds and start to disconnect even more. Like, become totally crazy and disconnect from your human reality of anything with the world. I don't need a piece of paper to marry you. What am I like? What's the piece of paper doing? Where did it come from? You was
thank
told
you.
that. You was told that. God, like, even when it comes with this Bible, this book, baby, y'all think God sent you to earth without the instructions of who you are, without in you? Like, God said, well, I'm gonna send you to earth and you need a book to know who you are. It makes no sense. Like, God didn't, like, I don't need a piece of paper. Like, what am I doing it for? For the government created that. There was a time period when that wasn't real. So if God wanted it, God would have created it at that time period at the beginning. God hadn't created nothing new. Everything that's on here now, we all did it. Everything that God created is already created, set in stone. You can't shift it, you can't move it. What God has created has already been created, other than people. But even that, you know what I mean? So it's like people are unconscious and they think that it's them, but it's their mind dictating what they do and they're unaware of it.
Because my thing is, what was people doing before the Bible? That's my whole thing. What was people studying? What was people doing before there was the Bible? Okay, then the Bible come along. Books been taken out. Books been put in. Things been switched around. We got King James version. Why is there no other person's version? It's like, is this what they gave us to believe? Or I believe everything, especially being, I guess, the Indian in us or the whatever. I'm a spiritual person. I believe in spirit. I believe I'm led by spirit to do certain things. Um, do you believe that the Bible was just put here for us? And don't get me wrong, I kind of believe, not saying in the Bible, but I believe the stories in the Bible because a lot of the stories in the Bible is in everyday life, like uh people cheating on people, people not being loyal to other people. I look at the Bible like that. I'm not believing like, okay, I'm gonna put this for example. Jesus walking on water. Do I believe was a person really walking on water? No, because I never seen it. But what I get out of that is folks stay focused. Cause see the message in there was Peter was thinking when he took his eyes off of God, he started sinking.
You
So do
know,
you believe that the Bible is not saying fake, but do you believe that the Bible can save a person? Do you understand what I'm saying?
my grandfather, my grandfather always taught me. He said this. He said the Bible is just a guidance reference. You should not take it as your own because we are all here to live our own experience. That's what
Mhm.
my pastor grandfather taught me, which is why I am where I am today, and I think which is why I have a deeper relationship than what my grandfather had.
Okay.
Because some of the stuff that I believed in, and we were talking. He died February 31st, actually, this past year, and the month before we had a conversation. He was like, Tati, you taught me so much. I was like, what do you mean? Like, how I teach you something? He was like, you've made me realize that we're not human. Like, you've helped me awaken to the fact that we're not human. And he was like, the way that he passed was the way that he passed. But yeah, yeah. So I don't believe that it's fake. But even Jesus says in the Bible, see, that's the thing. People don't listen. People don't listen though, because even Jesus told people in the Bible, I am the Son of God. And then people
Right.
say, well, people try to use, well, I am God. That's like your father birthed you. You are your father, but you're still a son of your father. Like, you are your father in some ways. You are. We all are a reflection, which is why I say clone, Tatiana, because we're all clones of the creator, just in our own individual form of how God wanted to be perceived, to receive that experience. You know what I mean? So I don't believe the Bible's fake. What I do know is that it's been manipulated and used in a manipulative way. Instead of it just being like any other book that's just being told, listen, I'm gonna give you these stories, this is how you should try to do things, live by that. But somebody was manipulative to say, well, no, I can use it in a way to hold down people and disconnect them spiritually, so they don't realize their power. So all they do is wait on somebody else to come and do it for them, when actually God sent them to do it for themselves. That's why you have your own journey. That's why you die at your own time, because you're here to do things your own way. But they've taught
Mm.
people you are supposed to do it in this way that's supposed to be waiting on somebody. All the Bible tells you to do is wait on God. That's all that it tells you to do, basically. That's all it tells you to do, basically. If an unconscious person was reading the Bible, they would truly believe you're just supposed to sit there and wait on God. You have to be aware to be able to even understand what Jesus is saying, because Jesus never told nobody to follow him.
Right.
Not once.
Right.
Not once did he say. And then even that, how y'all, and they try to skip over the fact that he walked out into the desert and he was out there talking to the sun. So who was he talking to? Who was he talking to then? They try to ignore that spiritual aspect. They try to ignore and say, oh, well, he came back. No, y'all can't ignore what he did out there all that days, all them times by himself. Who was he talking to? Energy, consciousness. That's all that it is.
Mm.
Like right today, a man could leave and go out into the woods for how many ever days, come back and say, oh, well, I got this message. People start following him. And then y'all just create a book and say, oh, well, this is the way. And you want me to just listen to that because you tell me to? I come to the earth and you hand me a book and tell me this is what I have to do. And then I'm fighting against everybody else who tell me not to do it. But it was just handed to you. How do you think that's logical? But hey, God told me it ain't my business on how people connect with God as long as they connect. So hey, if that's your way, that's your way. I just I don't need nobody else. I don't need a middleman. I don't need none of that. It's cool.
I'm finna play another video that you have. Let me see who is that right here.
How this lady is being treated on social media is an example of why people have mental issues and why people are jumping off bridges and why they popping pills and depressed and miserable. As soon as somebody's darkness comes out, as soon as somebody's wrong choices come out, as soon as somebody's truth comes out, y'all throw them to the woods and then y'all wonder why people don't feel love. The only time that people deal with you is if you're doing things the correct way. As soon as you be human, as soon as you do what God sent us all here to do, which is to do things wrong and then to learn from it, we don't want nothing to do with you. We're going to call you a scammer. We're going to try to take away your life. We're going to try to have everybody go against you. And y'all claim to love God, and y'all claim to have a relationship with God, but then y'all want God to forgive y'all when y'all do things wrong? Just because y'all can hide all of y'all darkest secrets don't mean nothing. Hers just came out to play, and y'all want to put her down? Baby, I don't like none of y'all. I will forever be friendless. I'm retarded. I love myself.
Yeah, you be having me laughing because you be so serious. Like, and I be feeling it because I say the same thing. I look at people. How do you say you love God? You sit in church every Sunday, but you sitting across from a person that you don't like. Y'all don't even talk to each other in church. But you say you so. I don't understand. And I be like, and I swear I just said this morning because I was on the live with Dewberry, Charleston White partner, and they was live. You know what I'm saying? And I keep forgetting, and I apologize too. I keep forgetting you in a whole nother state. So when you like, it'll be 9 o'clock here. I'm looking at my clock like, damn, I'm gonna be a little bit later because my clock saying 9 o'clock. I keep forgetting the time difference. But I was just
Yeah.
saying earlier, bro. I feel like I'm an alien because everybody on thinking like this, and then and okay, put it like this. When I hear a person like you talk, I feel like we are the same kind. You see what I'm saying? Like that's my people right there. Cause he believe what I believe. When I see other people, they say they do this, they say they do that, but you don't fuck with this person. I don't understand it.
Yeah, I be finding it weird on how people be moving, especially with black people. I be finding it weird. Like I get, like, okay, how can I say this, God? I don't believe in being a victim, right? So whenever I'm walking around my daily life, my mind is always doing things in a way that is not going to allow us to be a victim. But I have to remember that I'm conscious. You know what I mean? I have to keep remembering, Tatiana, you're conscious. But at the same time, it's weird how they will allow someone like Suki Hana to
Tuh.
pee brown pee on social media, but then you want to disrespect her. You want to defend Suki, but then you want to disrespect somebody who's scamming. Well, our people wouldn't have to scam if white people wasn't holding us down. If we had our reparation money, if we were able to have businesses that was stable. Maybe if the apartment complex that she was taking care of was actually cared for by the government, she wouldn't have to scam nobody. You know what I mean? Like toxicity only resides in toxicity. So she can only survive in a toxic environment.
Right.
Based off of the content that I've seen about that apartment complex, the whole thing is toxic. So y'all all attracting these people. So y'all over there living in those environments, but what y'all have to realize is when you're living those type of environments, you're going to attract those type of situations. So Tatiana makes sure I don't put myself in those situations. I'm not gonna live around people who will scam me. You're not gonna play with me. So unfortunately, that means you have to be around white people or you have to live out in the woods somewhere. You know what I mean? I just don't agree with you disrespecting a black woman because somebody said that she scammed them, but all I heard was that we gave her money and she didn't do what she said she was gonna do with it. That's not scamming though. That's not scamming. And then for you to get married under God when y'all gay, and then she a pastor. And then for you to get married, and then as soon as she do something wrong, you want to expose her to social media. I find that weird, which is why I never got married. Because when you do something wrong, I know me, I'm loyal. I'm gonna act like you ain't did it. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna go to social media, which lets me know that you didn't get married for the right reasons. You're just one of these African American women. Y'all believe marriage is something that y'all can play with. You expose your partner because they did something wrong. What did y'all get married for? Who did you marry? Like that's weird.
Man,
It's weird. You was just licking on her, but now you wish her the worst in front of the whole world for attention. It's weird.
right.
It's just weird.
So she's a pastor, that lady that was on there?
Yeah. So supposedly Lashandra is a pastor. Ray was like a business owner or something. I don't know. It's a whole thing. But all I'm gonna say on that situation is that when you be playing with God, stuff like this happens. I don't know.
Now, I'm gonna go back to what you said about the Sukiana thing. Now, I was like I told you before we started, when we was backstage, I was looking for video, so I'm looking at what you were saying about Sukiana, but then they cut it, and then the
Mm-hmm.
other people hop in defending the slut behavior.
Oh yeah.
So what I'm thinking, I'm looking at men and I'm looking at women for the men aspect. Now, it was something about, I kind of remember this, where YK Osiris post like so-called
Mm-hmm.
violated her. And if I say so-called because I'll tell you something. I'm gonna tell you how we is in youth. If you dress like a slut, you act like a hoe, or treat the ass easy. No apology. If that's how you broadcasting yourself. I do not feel like he violated that woman. You rapping about this, you singing about this, but okay, you acting like a slut, you dressing like a prostitute, but you want to be treated like a woman. That don't even match to me. You see
Yeah,
that?
see, that's part of the issue. So with that situation, right? The video that I had posted, I basically said the same thing. Like, you can't get mad at the energy that you attract into your life based off of the actions that you do because it's making you money or whatever else. And with seeing the type of behavior of YK Osiris, he's a whole child. That's a whole little boy. His
Yeah.
mind, his thought process, he's a whole freaking child. Any grown person can see he's still immature. So I can see why he would think that's okay. It's Suki. Well, how's she gonna get me? I'm gonna kiss her. She likes this. People do all the time on stages. You know what I mean? He's not, in his mind, it's not nothing dark, toxic. In that moment, he thought it was an intrusive thought. He thought that was fucking okay. You know what I mean? He thought that it was okay. He didn't think nothing of it. But the issue that I have with women, especially my black women, everything they do is prostitute behavior. I was born in the 90s. Everything y'all wear, how y'all talk, how y'all move is very much prostitutes. So what type of energy do you think is going to come from a situation like that when you hold yourself as a prostitute? Now in America, they tell you, the devils tell you, it shouldn't matter. They should respect you. Well, no, because you live on planet Earth and God works off of energy. And God moves off energy. So if I'm behaving like a crackhead and I look like a crackhead, I'm gonna either get a cop who walk up to me, somebody's gonna try me. It's a certain type of energy. And if you walk around as this entertainer type of female, that I'm overly sexualizing myself. When I'm in interviews, men can ask me about my vagina. Men can ask me about my booty hole. Men can ask me about my sexual. What do you think? Somebody's dumb butt gonna think that they can kiss you.
Right.
That's the type of energy that you're putting out. If you don't want to be in that type of situation, don't put yourself in that. But most women will say, well, it doesn't matter. It does matter. I don't know what world y'all living in. It does matter. If I walk out against and I walk in the middle of the street, I could get hit. But I can't get mad about it after when it happens. I took that chance.
So, cause this all I see. If you okay with her doing that, you have no problem with your child doing that.
See, that's funny because Young Miami says she wouldn't want her daughter to have any type of lifestyle that she has. So why? Y'all walking around here making music, telling all of these women to be these bad bitches and to have a city girl lifestyle, but you don't want your daughter's summer to do it. Miami, it's weird. But then that goes back to people are following the leaders. Like, y'all are not aware, y'all are unconscious.
So what you saying is what I just got from that. You don't want your daughter to act like that because you know that's wrong. But in order for you to keep getting money, you gonna do what you need to do. And
And they don't respect God and they wonder why things happen like that. Like, who created money? God did not create money. God didn't create money. Everything that they're doing is for money. And then they try to say, oh, well, God blessed me. No, God didn't. Y'all out here going to get plastic surgery. God would never tell you to get plastic surgery. God would
right.
never tell you to change your lips. God would never say, go get your butt bigger. God would never say that. That's not God. Oh, well, I love myself. How? How do you love yourself? Please to show me. That's
That's
not self love.
so my girl. So she cause I'm telling you, I like it. Man, so it is the perfect because I feel like this. If you alternate your body, you tell God you don't like what he gave you. That's all I'm saying.
Even like when it comes to like our hair and stuff, like I stopped doing a lot of things to my hair as I got older. I stopped dyeing it. I stopped frying it. Like I just stopped because it's like I'm changing myself. And then with me, and I started to get conscious, like my mind started to look at the other end. It's like, okay, wait, pause. Why are you even doing this? Like, where did it start from? Who started it? Why are you doing it? Because once you become conscious, your brain becomes its own person. You know what I mean? Like your brain becomes separate. Your brain don't care what nobody else do. It's gonna do what it wants to do. So it's gonna start questioning everything. I'm not gonna be going to pay $1,000 wigs. I'm not. I'm just not. I'm not gonna be going to. I'm not gonna go change my lips. I'm not gonna go change my cheeks. I'm not. It's weird.
And the cold part
And
about it, you don't even like it. You don't even agree.
and then you want to know something? I want to talk about Jackie. DC Young Fly's wife.
Uh-huh.
It, that hurt my feelings. That really hurt my feelings because like she used to comment under my videos and stuff. So that shit really hurt my feelings because I used to tell Jackie, like under her videos and her comments, like, why would you go get surgery? She would post videos all the time about going to get surgery. And I'd be like, why? Because y'all want to look a certain way that's going to deteriorate anyway when you get 80, 90 years old, if y'all even make it. Now it's like, Jackie, you didn't lost your life because you wanted surgery. It's not that serious.
Not
It's
that serious.
not. That hurt my whole heart when I seen that. It like that really did hurt my feelings when I see that because that didn't have to happen. And then the very next day, here go Akbar getting surgery like it's nothing. Like y'all just don't care. It's like y'all just my black people are just gone.
And that's the thing about it. It's like the more we show you the dangers of it, the more you're doing it. Just like the fentanyl. Y'all see all these people dying out here in these fields but y'all still dying people. Like this is exemplary. I don't understand this.
See, black women be thinking it's okay because some of the white girls be doing it. But the white girls who want to be black and the white girls who's acting like us will never be accepted by their people fully. And that's the thing. Like it's weird. It's like black women always follow behind white women and they're not even aware of it.
And that,
Like they wanted the white woman's lifestyle so bad because we always had to, struggle. We always had to be the stronger ones. But that's because y'all not paying attention. Like that's because y'all not doing what God sent us here to do. Because if black women really woke up and did what God wanted us to do, we wouldn't have to fight for their lifestyle and we wouldn't have to struggle how we're struggling. It's all by choice. But instead of black women doing what we need to do, y'all sitting there looking at the outside saying, oh, well, they're married and they're happy and they got this and they. When bitch, you supposed to be shut that door and look inside of you. But my people don't. Y'all just keep looking to them. Oh,
and
you
that,
want to be married? Why do I want to be married? Why? Please tell me what am I getting for marriage? I don't get it. Bitch, I don't want to be married. That's white people shit. I grew up in a household where certain things was white people shit. Like there was just certain things that white people shit did, like white people did. We didn't do certain things in my household. Like certain things was just not allowed. Like all of the weird stuff that goes on. Like, yeah.
first of all, kids wouldn't even allowed to do like okay, when I grew up, I had to sneak and listen to T story. Like my parents didn't grow up listen to music with cussing in it and all that. We had to go and listen to that stuff. That is everybody listening to everything. And I listen to some of the stuff my daughter listens to. Not just because I'm a parent now and I know what it is. I don't want you to listen to that. You know what I'm saying? But being separate households, my mom allows certain things. I don't. You see what I'm saying? I'm the bad guy now. But I want to ask you this because it seems like your grandfather is a very powerful person in your life, and your grandfather came from a time where black folk wasn't like this. They was at a unity. Do you believe
Mm-hmm.
we'll ever get back to that?
No, because some black people, as they get older, because as black people, every generation is gonna be the generation to heal it a little bit, little by little bit. You know what I mean? So my grandfather was a pastor. He was woke, but he was still over there. You know what I mean? Still very much a black man. But this is why I respected my grandfather and why I go so hard for black men because when it comes to my grandfather with black men, you can always see the disrespect. Black men are not equal to black women. Like there's an undertone that the black woman is still the head of the household. You know what I mean? And I just growing up and watching my grandfather just be who he is, it's like God allowed me to see black men in a certain way that like they have to play as if they're in power, but at any moment they could be treated like an animal. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I don't know how to word it, but yeah, my grandfather is the reason why I am where I am, and it's crazy, but yeah.
So I'm asking you this, and I'm gonna sit here and think about myself. When did you? I ain't gonna lie. The internet, what Hebrew Israelite, what me get to this point of my life. When did you feel like I'm not a part of this this European or white race? What I'm gonna say? When did you feel like you were separate from what's going on? If you understand what I'm saying?
Um, so growing up in a black household, cause how you were raised, you get yelled at, you get whooped at, and I never agreed. I was sensitive. I've always been that sensitive kid. I cry about everything now. I barely want to cry about my granddad. Like, I cry about everything. So I've always been that sensitive little girl. And my grandfather always had to put it in me. Like, he had to beat it up in me. Like, you need to be strong. Stop crying all the time. But spiritually, I didn't know what it was, but I'm super sensitive. Like, I receive so much energy. So I've always dealt with like anxiety and depression and shit. But in 2015, it got to the point where like I just could not ignore it no more. You know what I mean? Like, I had to make a choice. It like I need to either get rid of it. It was like it was a noise that I could not get rid of. It's like I'm irritated, I'm frustrated, I'm depressed. But it's like, okay, guys, so what's up? Like, which way do I go? You know what I mean? It's I don't know what it was. It's like my brain was just over it. I think I was at the pinnacle point where like my head was about to hit the glass ceiling, and I was just over it. So I said, God, what, like, God, because I had moved to Vegas to be closer to my mom, and I'm catching the bus 2 and 3 hours to church because they say church is the way to go. You know what I mean? I ain't had no car, I ain't got shit. So I'm like, I'm trying to get to church. I'm depressed, I'm irritated, I'm frustrated all the time. Shit ain't going right. So I'm going to church. One day, April 15th, 2015, I was watching the movie War Room. And it was like it's like a light bulb just went the fuck off. Like, go create your room. I started talking to God in that room. It was like a light bulb, like, okay, you're ready to listen. It's like it was something in me, like I had to make a choice. Either I was gonna listen or I was gonna jump off a freaking bridge. It was like either you listen or you're gonna harm yourself. You know what I mean? And people don't take the road of harming themselves, but I chose to listen. Fuck everybody else telling me. I don't give a fuck what y'all say. I'm not listen. God, is the Bible right? No, put it down. I put that shit down. Start paying attention to signs. For some reason, I just started seeing numbers one day, and I was like, should I pay attention? Like, something just like click, like, pay attention. So I Googled the number, and that's how I just started. It just started, and you listen. But your brain's always gonna be saying, don't listen, because your brain's been programmed to follow what you've been told. Like, the brain's programmed to follow and listen to the world. But I started listening to what I was feeling, which is my energy, because that shit was getting too over. It was getting too overbearing. It was too much. It was too much. And I called my granddaddy. I'm like, I don't know what I'm feeling. He was like, listen to it. And if my granddaddy say listen, I'm gonna listen. But he was like, if it tells you to do anything wrong, you don't do it. And I
Right.
didn't do it. And it's God. You're not gonna tell me to read a book when I don't have to. All I gotta do is sit here and listen. That's fine. Okay, God. I chose the easy right. I'm not gonna harm myself because I want to stay true to somebody else's rules. I'm not. I want to live, so I'm gonna listen. I'm
And
not gonna jump off no bridge.
and to go back to what you're saying too, because let's say Bible stands for basic instructions before you can age. When you give basic instructions, God in the whole throughout the Bible, you just look at what the people do. They listen to God. You doing the same thing. I believe the Bible just told you to help us identify that who we need to listen to, and we can put it down and we can go from there. You got a
Yeah,
beautiful
like even like yeah, like that. Even with like Jesus or Buddha or Gandhi, like they act like those people were just so godly. No, they were regular people who made a choice. They made a choice. That's all that they did, and then they came out like how I did and say, "Well, this is what it is," and people started following them. Bitch, don't follow me though, bitch. Please do not follow me. I don't want to be put in the image of no. Do not follow me. Don't. Because somebody would. There will be people like, oh, well, she knows what she's talking about. I feel it. People do. But don't follow them. Take what they say, receive it,
right.
pick and see where it matches in your life, and then you go about your own journey. But people start following these people as if they're God. Even when they see like Beyonce, that shit irritates me. Well, even with like Beyonce, the concert,
Crazy.
it's so weird how people act like they're freaking God. I'm not gonna be sitting in the rain for you. It's weird. My bad.
So
That's
let
just
me
weird.
ask you this. I'm gonna ask you two things. Is this your first interview?
It's my second one, but the first one was with my brother though.
Okay.
Grown man business, y'all. Go
Because
check him out.
I believe you need to be put more out there. People need to hear you. Even though people hear you. I don't know. I told you you had a big following. This what I know. When you got a bunch of haters, you're doing something right. You're doing
Oh
something
no, like my hashtags got 6.4 million. Like I know I get the views, but I generally don't think nobody pays me attention because they don't want
right.
to. Because
Right.
if they do, they know what could happen. But so I don't expect it. But even if they did, I'm gonna be real. I'm like Shakiri. I'm not gonna do nobody who's white. So don't come ask me for an interview. I don't want to talk to y'all. So I know that I'm not gonna be able to get to that point because I'm not willing to go to that side. If y'all not black, I don't want to talk to you.
Right. Because I'm like, and I don't understand this about my people. 'Cause my mom used to say this shit about me, and it didn't hear me till I was grown. You hear what you want to hear. You didn't hear the message. You heard this, and you see this. You're not listening to the message. Okay, like you say, we idolize these people. Like right now, I'm a big Houston Texas fan. You could be saying something with a message behind Houston Tech, but I'm taking you a hater. You see what I'm saying? You don't like the Texas. You just a hater. Not looking at the whole message behind probably what you saying that I'm not looking at. Because and I believe you do got a lot of people that hear what you saying, but they not ready for that part of their life. So like I say, when I listen to you talk, it makes me sit back. You and you, I'm gonna put you in the category of people I listen to. I listen to Charles White. I listen to you, and I listen to I don't too much fuck with Dr. Umar. I really don't. But I listen to some things he say. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The thing about it is, if it fucks with me, spiritually, I need to see what I need to correct. If you understand what I'm saying,
For
like
you to listen to me, you have to be conscious, which means is that when you recognize your brain is trying to go against it, trying to move away from it, you're able to overpower your brain. Most people are not conscious. That's the thing. They're unconscious. So
right,
as soon as their brain hears something that goes against what it believes is right for them, it blocks it out and they just fall back and say, okay, well, no, she's just a hater, which is cool because I know I'm not saying nothing wrong. You can't find one video of me wishing nobody hate. I just say what I got to say and they just mad about it. You know what I mean? Which is why I'm blessed and highly favored because I know I'm not coming from darkness. I'm coming from the light, and the people that are in the darkness is not going to like me. That's what it is.
so let me ask you this. Do you believe in the Illuminati?
To a certain aspect, yes. To a certain aspect. I do believe there are people who are in tune. Listen, if I know what I know, I can imagine that what they know. They know 10 times as much as what I know because I haven't even surpass a certain level of my spirituality because I'm not, it doesn't make me feel comfortable. I don't want to talk to the dark side. I'm not comfortable. But there are some people on earth who are open to that. I'm not. They too much, you know what I mean? I'm not even on that level. I'm not even trying to go over there. I most definitely. When people talk about with the whole AI, with the whole Jamie Foxx thing, and I just be laughing because I'd be like, how y'all don't know that that's not really Jamie Foxx? Like, how y'all don't know that?
See
How
that?
y'all don't know?
See
It's like
that?
American people are so blind. It's like their brains has been put in this box. Like we live on a planet. Like we live on a whole planet where they can make costumes that make you look like a total different person. How you don't? How does a tattoo just disappear off the back of your head? And it's not fake. We know it's not fake. It's weird. Every time one of our even I hate people disrespect Kanye. I'd be ready to fight over Kanye. I really do.
Yeah.
I'd be ready to fight people over Kanye. I'd be ready to fight because when that white man sent him that text message and said, I can put you under again, and did nobody say nothing? Still to this day, did nobody say nothing? Oh, okay, bet. Y'all can never get me on y'all side. Don't even ask me to do a TV show or interview. I will forever be in the box of poor. I don't want y'all money. Y'all got it.
Because people like you, people like Kanye, once y'all get the rank and rating, the first thing they want to say is you need medicine. Your mental is not, you know what I'm saying? And they put this stigmatism, I mean, they put this, what they call it, narrative. They put this narrative out there, and everybody runs with that shit. Oh yeah, Kanye need to take his medicine. Kanye need to do this thing. Nah, he's
No, but I agree with that though. We do be needing medicine if you want us to be human. Oh yeah, you want us. Yes, of course you want us on medicine because you don't want us to be connected. I get it. I'm not even disagreeing with it. Yep, I should be, but I'm not because I'm gonna stay connected because you're not gonna make me crazy. Anybody who has to take medicine, they need to realize that they are way more connected to the other side and they're trying to drown out that noise. That's all that it is. Anytime you have another voice talking to you in your head and it's telling you to do something dark, you have things on the other side you need to fix, but the world is not created in the way that it was supposed to be created for us to fix those issues. Y'all know, like those movies like Star Trek and shit, when they have certain medical areas, that's what Earth is supposed to be like. We are all supposed to be here. There's supposed to be certain areas for people who have certain things going on, and we're supposed to be healing those things. America don't want that. They want you on medicine. They want you to think that you're just this human, you just here to work a job. Bitch, I'm not. They will forever call me crazy. They will forever, which is why I don't want no team of people. I don't trust nobody. You're not gonna have nobody around me. If it's not my son, don't talk to me. If you ain't my mama, don't talk to me. I don't trust y'all. Y'all try to put me on medicine and dope me up. No, I'm listen, don't play with me. So my family know if I do start to get big, they better not allow nobody around me. Cause I will flip out and they gonna think I'm really crazy then. But don't let nobody around me. Y'all better not let no, I don't care. My son, no, he better not let nobody around me. Nobody knew. I don't need no assistant. No, we'll figure it out. We'll have to hire a niece, a nephew. I got nieces. I got nephews. I don't trust y'all. And the second I see one of my nieces or my nephews acting funny, oh, but you're cut off. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts. Y'all not gonna play with my mental health. Y'all not gonna play with my journey. Uh-uh.
because Michael Jackson, Whitney Houston, some
Mm-mm.
it's a lot of people that were starting to wake up, especially in this industry, and they started to talk about. I really thought they were finna kill Kanye. I swear, I thought he was on the way up out of here. But he put it out there. If anything happened to me, they done. So what do you think? Why do you think that the elite is trying to take us out as black people? Because we're the chosen people.
This is a whole spiritual battle. This is not even anything human. This is a whole spiritual battle. Like from the human perspective, you have a bunch of white people who is being pulled, like held down by their own people, and they don't know their own truth. Let's be real. They don't let them know their own real truth. So they're walking around as zombies. They're already weird. They already think a certain way. They already do things that's evil, that it's allowed. And then when black people come, it's like, oh, well, we hate y'all even more because now you're a mirror to our truth of who we truly are, which is nothing. Which is nothing. Like respectfully, y'all are just here to be a byproduct. Honestly, y'all was here for us. Technically, y'all was sent here to help us to do our growth and our development. But I don't know where we got screwed up and y'all got the other side. It's like yeah. Why you? I listen. I just listen. I don't be know. It just comes through me, and it's not coming from me. I'm just a vessel too. That's what I need to say. Nothing is coming from me. I choose to be open to be spoken through also. It's not coming from me. I don't know shit. I'm just Tatiana. You know what I mean? I'm just choosing to be a vessel and God knows I'll run my mouth. So God knows I can use her any moment. That's all. That's all that is. It's not me. It's God using me. I want to make that very plain and clear. I'm just a tool. Because I really know that God is sick and tired of people on earth. God is really tired of people blaming God for what their children do. It's like, God's like, I'm not even down there doing nothing. And y'all blaming me? How am I the issue? How did your kid get kidnapped? If you had eyes on your kid, you know what, Tatiana, see, never mind. Let me shut up. See, I start. Let me stop.
Hey, hey, man, I'm gonna tell you something, man. It's been a real enlightening interview, and I thank you for coming on my platform. I wanna do more interviews with you, and I have another show called Let's Talk About It um on Thursdays, and I would love for you to come in on the panel and talk about mental health. How can we be better in race, all those different things. And I love for you to be a guest on there. That's on Thursdays at 6:30. So before we
Okay.
go, is there anything you would like to share with the people or who you give all the platforms, the TikTok, the Instagram, YouTube, whatever you can find, just give us a word of encouragement.
Um, y'all know, listen, you are more than what the world will allow you to believe. Um, God really wants y'all to know that you are here to grow and develop and have a fun experience and not a controlled experience. And if you feel like you're being controlled, it's your job to buck back. And you'll know if you're bucking back at the wrong time or the right time. You know what I mean? But y'all, I'm being honest, they always banned my TikTok account. So it's Clone Tatiana. Honestly, you could always search Clone Tatiana and I will always have one page at least up. Try, but most likely my YouTube channel, Clone Tatiana. Instagram, Clone Tatiana. I appreciate all the love, but yeah, I got lots of haters, and I'm okay with that. I'm aware. I'm very aware. I put myself in this position. This is where God wanted me, so I'm not gonna fight against it like most people would. So it's cool. But thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, man. This has been another talking monkey business with monkey man. I'm gonna go in here and play bingo. I'm out here at the bingo hall. You know, I'm sitting in front of the bingo hall out here in Houston. I'm
Okay.
out here to play bingo. Give me a little money.
Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, man. It's been another interesting story. Like I said, thank you so much, Mama, for coming on here. And with that, I'm gonna give a shout out to some of my people. I want to give a shout out to Raymond Shaw with Raymond's carpet cleaning. He do water extraction, steam cleaning, shampooing, upholstery, tile, grout, and carpets. I want to give a shout out to my homegirl CJ, which is part of Let's Talk About It podcast. She has a 24 is it 22? What she got? Well, it's 24/7 bus service. She got one-way round trip, front door service, safe and dependable services. Fees due on Monday. Services to Humble and Greenspoint area in the Houston area. Also, she does CJ's designs where she do shirts, caps, and other thing. Cause she do locks. She do locks. She got a special um rose petal formula like shampoo thing for your hair because she's a natural person. She like to do everything natural. She don't believe in chemicals. She don't believe in perms. So check her out. I got her I gotta put up her website on my description. Check out my girl Marilyn Ashley. She makes your credit better. She's improving credit. She does collections, medical bill, child support, judgment, late payments, public records, bankruptcy, charges off, student loans, and more. So that means she can take your if you got a bad credit score, she can make it better. Shout out to my boy Mike and Pratt for the domino effect. That's on Wednesdays at 8 o'clock. Sometimes I be on there, sometimes I don't, and they talk about everything. Uh, they really talk about how black men and black women should improve in relationships. And then what we doing right now is the Talking Monkey Business with Monkey Man podcast, and that's every Saturday or Sunday, or when it varies from different times because I work with the person that I'm interviewing. So with that, y'all. Oh, I can't forget my boy Cross. Go to crossyourheart.com, man. Crossyourheart.com. Check out Cross Your Heart. Cross the Plug. The Grunt and Groan. What else he got? Cross Your Heart too. Check him out, man. Yeah, so with that, man, we finna leave with this, man. Oh, shout out to my nigga Lugo Hayes. That was the first video I played. This one here, the one we finna end it with is Bo Yo Hype. Check him out.
Kel, you gonna count that? Count it up. We want it all. Fresh Fly Famous. Big bags. Big bags. Big bags. I want them big bags. Money bags. Money bags. Money bags. I want the money bags. Big bags. Big bags. Big bags. I want them big bags. Money bags. Money bags. Money bags. I want the money bags. Money, 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 stack it up. Money, 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 bag it up. Money make them people acting up, and money make them people laugh it up. So money, money, I'm a savage up. Your money, I gotta go get it. I leave out the city, I gotta go get it. I live in the city, mine for a minute, like whoa. Wait a minute, been on my grind for a minute. Hating on me, hold up, pimpin' no Jay-Z, but I carry the rock. Count on this guap, stacking it up. Wait for a minute, you gon' see what's up. All my niggas winning, all my niggas winning, all my niggas winning. That's all what's up. Big bags, big bags, big bags. I want them big bags. Money bags, money bags, money bags. I want the money bags. Big bags, big bags, big bags. I want them big bags. Money bags, money bags, money bags. I want the money bags.